Hello viewers, welcome back to the course of Natural Language Processing. In this video, we are going to discuss about sequential labeling. Let's first focus on what is the difference between sentence labeling and sequence labeling with an example. Given an input sentence of word 1, word 2 and word 3 number of words, assigning a label to the entire input sentence is the concept of sentence labeling. The examples and the applications of this case is classification of a sentence or a food review classification problem. A review comment is there, a service review is there. Determining and classifying whether the review is positive review, negative or neutral is nothing but labeling the entire sentence. This is the sentence labeling or sentence classification task. Conversely, given the sentence, if each word in the sentence is being labeled, like how we did here in this example, word 1 is labeled as label 1, assigning a label to each of the word in the sentence is the concept of sequence labeling. What are the applications of the sequence labeling? If you see, there are mainly two applications in natural language processing task. One is the parts of speech tagging and second is the named entity recognition, POS tagging and NER system. Let's look into each one individually. POS tagging, there are 8 different parts of speech are there in our English language, like noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, conjunction, disjunction, interjunction, likewise. Given a sentence like time flies like an arrow, this is the input sentence or the input sequence which is given. Each word in this sentence is being tagged with the corresponding parts of speech. Time is being labeled as a noun, flies is being labeled as verb, like is ADP and DET determinant, arrow is a noun and this period symbol end of the sentence is the punctuation. Likewise, assigning the parts of speech tag to each of the word in the input sentence is the concept of POS tagging. We'll explore what are the different tools that are available for performing this POS tagging with NLP applications. I'll take you into this part of coding. Moving on to the execution part. So as a demonstration, I'm going to show you the way of using NLTK and the SPACY libraries to perform the task of POS tagging. So first of all, we imported this NLTK library and then we imported the required module, that is SpunKT module, which is required. Once this is done, and the next step is the document is being created. This is the text that has been created for exploring and demonstrating this POS tagging. The Indian cricket team saw a transition after the 2011 World Cup. Senior players were dropped and youngsters were given the chances. This is the text being created. Once the text is created, and the first step is we need to tokenize the given text. So for that, we downloaded word tokenizer from the NLTK tokenize module that is being imported. Once it is being imported, this text has been passed to this word underscore tokenize method of NLTK module, which is being downloaded, so that this entire text is being divided into the number of tokens. If you wanted to see what are the number, this is being stored into the result. Result is nothing but the list of the tokens of the given string. If you find the length of this, there are totally 23 tokens are there in the given text. Once these tokens were determined, the next step is we need to pass this list of tokens that is stored in the variable res to the NLTK library module method POS underscore tag to get the parts of speech tagging of these tokens of the given strings. So that's what I'm executing, and once done, I'm loading the supporting library, which is average perception tracker. Once this is loaded, supporting loaded, then this result, now I'm applying this result to the POS underscore tag and storing the results in the final. Once this is displayed, if you display, you can see that all the tokens which are divided in this text, the Indian cricket team have been labeled with the corresponding parts of speech tagging. The has been defined and tagged as DT, and Indian is JJ, and cricket is NNDT. We can understand this is the determinant, and cricket is NN is the noun. We can understand, but what we don't know what is the meaning of JJ and what is the meaning of VBT. That this NLTK module is assigning the tags to the words. So if we wanted to understand the meaning of these tags being assigned by the NLTK module, that we can understand by that we can get it with the help function help dot upen tag set. Pentry bank tag set method is to be called. Using that helping function, we can get the meaning of that tags that has been assigned by the NLTK module. So first of all, I downloaded this NLTK tag sets from the download method of NLTK module. Once this is done, then we are calling the upen tag set method of the help by passing of the corresponding module NLTK. And for this I am expecting the help for understanding the meaning of the tag from the tag set, pen bank tag set, about the DT. The tag being assigned is DTJJ likewise. So first of all, I wanted to check the meaning of the DT. So it is giving the meaning is DT stands for determiner. So and it will give some example also, random example also we can see that. And similarly, I am checking for what is the meaning of JJ. Yes, now I understood. What is the meaning of JJ by NLTK tag set is adjective. So this is how you can understand the meaning of the tags. Let's say with a simple exercise, say suppose you wanted to get all the proper nouns present in the given sentence. Here in this sentence, what are the proper nouns presented? If you wanted to check that, this is a simple logic. Across each word in the tokens and the result of the tokens been identified and the tagged tokens of the result. For each of this, we just wanted to check whether the second index position, because this output is it's a tuple with the word and the corresponding POS tagging. This second one you need to check it out whether it is NN or not. We know that we understood just now NN stands for the noun. So I'm just writing the logic of checking that value. So if this for each word in the result of the second index position, that is index of I, 1 is NN, then you are displaying the what is the word or the token. So these are the nouns which are all presented in the given sentence. Cricket, team, transition, World Cup are the nouns presented here. And one more example, what I'm trying here is how many determiners are there in the given sentence. Simple thing. Here is I'm just displayed here. I am just counting them so that I got there are 4 determiners are there in the given example sentence. Right. Now I'll take you to how to use this Spacy library as well. Spacy is another important NLP task library, more efficient than this NLTK. It's an object oriented. So you can experience how to use this Spacy library to get the POS tagging. The first thing is you need to import the Spacy library. Once the importing is done, then we need to load the English model. There are 3 different models are there: medium, small, large. Likewise, I'm just loading the small. SM stands for the small. Small English medium English language. I'm storing it here. That you can do loading it here. That you can do with the Spacy.load method. Load is the method. This is the name of the English model that I am loading. Once the model is supporting model is loaded, the next step is we need to create a document or the text. This is the text. I wanted to create a document to process this POS tagging with using Spacy library. Wow, Dr. Strange made $235 billion on the very first day. This is the sentence. So this has been created by passing it to the NLP module. The text, the document will get created. Once this document is being created, now from this document tokenization is to be done. So it's very easy to get the token from the token, getting individual words from this text and displaying. Now I wanted to display what is the POS tagging by the Spacy library. That you can do usually with token dot POS underscore. So POS underscore is the attribute that you can use for displaying the parts of speech tagging being assigned by the Spacy library. So token, for each token in the text, token.pos underscore will give the POS tagging been assigned for this. This I am piping along with the token itself so that I am getting the output. Wow is the first token in my sentence being identified as INTJ interjunction. Exclamatory mark being identified as the punctuation. Exactly, it is doing very good. And this period symbol end of the sentence is also punctuation. Day is the noun and dollar is the noun. Made is the verb. You can see here made is being identified as the verb, and made is the past tense, that we know. You wanted to check that also we can do. Okay, fine. Before that, so it is giving the parts of speech is INTJ, punctuation, proper noun, num. What is the meaning of num? Let us see. ADJ, SYM, I hope so it is a symbol. What is ADP? That I don't know. So I wanted to know the meaning of this particular tag being assigned by this Spacy library. So that I can do with calling the explain method of the Spacy library and passing the which meaning you wanted to know, token.pos underscore. This is what I am doing to see the explanation of the POS taggings being assigned by the Spacy library. Now I can get it. What is the meaning of INTJ is interjunction. PUNCT is the punctuation. This is the proper noun and the verb. Yeah, now I came to know. Made is the verb, fine. And ADP stands for adposition. So that you can understand what is the meaning of POS tagging. Okay, fine. So yeah, one thing I wanted to show you is this made. Made is a verb that we know. You want, but it is in the past tense, right? So is there any way to find whether it is in the which tense, whether it is the past tense or present tense? Yes, you can do that. That also you can do from the token dot tag underscore attribute. So what I'm doing is for each token POS tagging I am displaying, and all these results are I am concatenating with the pipe symbol. Okay, token and its POS tagging and their explanation for the POS tagging, and also the tense of the tagging. All these things I'm asking to give. Yes, it is giving. Yes, it is giving in, this is also an abbreviated notation. This verb is in UH, made is a VBD. It's a verb but VBD. I don't know what is the meaning of VBD. I wanted to know. So again you have to call up this explain method for this tag underscore as well. So that's what I'm doing in the next step. Spacy.explain by passing the token dot tag underscore. When I'm doing this, I'm getting this meaning is, yes, the made is being identified as verb which is past tense. Yes, very good. It is giving very excellently. So that's the power of Spacy library. Okay, let's see a few more sample example. Find out the tense of the second word in the given sentence. An example, simple example. From this second word is this one. So from the doc of one, we'll give this second word, quits. Quits, obviously, which sentence it would be? Let's see how it would be. Yes, it is the third person singular. The meaning is it is in the present tense. Say suppose if I change it, instead of he quits, he quit the job. And obviously, right, you got it. So he quit the job is the past tense. In this case, the quit is past sentence. In the previous case, quits is in the present sentence. Very good. Show the context of, if you wanted to see the context of the words, say suppose read and reading. These two things I wanted to check. I just created one document. I read an NLP book. So I wanted to check what is this. Yes, it is in the present tense, singular present. If I'm using I'm reading an NLP book, then it is showing it's a different present participle. Thus, that's all about POS tagging.